Okay, so this is the Red Roof Inn that I stayed at in Cleveland. It was only like 5 miles away from both of my parents. And it's in Independence, Ohio, and it's actually a very good area. It's a lot of things in that area. Like, we been going to the movies and stuff in that area for years growing up, and even as an adult when I go back. Actually, when I went up there in March for a family member's funeral, my father, my little sister, and my husband and I, we went to the movies at Valley View. And like I said, that was the beginning of the pandemic, and it was empty. It was empty. Like, we were basically just sitting there by ourselves, and we had went to go see, at the time, the Vin Diesel movie was new. I can't even think of it, but anyways, we go to that area a whole lot. So I was very familiar with this area. I knew it was almost like a straight shot to my parents, to my mother's house. I just want to go ahead and read you my review that I just made on this on booking.com just the other day before I go and talk about this property. Okay, so as you see the first comment up here, it says exceptional. The hotel and location were perfect, and this was posted June 16, 2019 from somebody from Canada. This is why when I sort through reviews, I go to the newest ones. Okay, so up here at the top, staff 7.9, facilities 7.1, cleanliness 7.3, comfort 7.4. Seems pretty decent, those scores, right? Because I go for 7 and more. That means good. Value for money 7.5, location 8.2. I agree, location is great. Free Wi-Fi. I didn't even try out the Wi-Fi. Verified guest reviews from real bookers. Somebody said good. There are no comments available for this review. That's already shaky. Let's scroll to the next comment. This would be me. I would never stay there again. The worst hotel motel experience that I ever had. And that was supposed to be, I traveled to a lot of different cities and things over the year. I've been to a lot of places, a lot of hotels. Okay, so the good for me was the location was great and close to a lot of things. Safe neighborhood. First, when I got there, I had a disability room. Since we're in a pandemic and I have an infant, I've always disinfect everything when I get to a hotel. As my husband and I were wiping, we saw hard food stuck on the microwave, fridge, the AC unit. The pillowcases were stained red. The covers had food on them. They didn't change them, and the housekeeper had the nerve to have an envelope for tips with her name on it. I will not say her name, but it's the audacity, right? So there was no way I was staying there. So after I complained, I got a key to check out another. The door to the second room wouldn't even open. So I go to tell the front desk, and he sends this older resident to check it out. He said, think of him like our handyman. Just a waste of time, because he couldn't open the door either. So the third room was an executive business room. It was much cleaner than the first. So I took it. As we were disinfecting it, we realized that it wasn't that clean either. There was a little food stuck in the fridge. The leather chair was filthy. Filthy, 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 filthy. The lamps were dusty. The lamps were dusty in the first room too. I just didn't state that. But the lamps were still dusty. Why is the lamps dusty? I know that these rooms are being used. The lamps should not be dusty. Wipe them down. And I've worked in a hotel before. The front desk, the managers, they are supposed to make sure that the rooms that they are assign it to people. Once the housekeeper leaves, they're supposed to make sure that they're clean, that they're straight. You are not doing that, so it's not just on the house. Okay, and there was a huge stain on the side of the bed. I did not realize that stain till later. Had I saw that stain early on, and this was the other thing, I got tired of moving my family to different rooms because I was pretty close on going back to that hotel that was in Streetsboro. It was just further away from my parents, and I knew I would be leaving that house and stuff late at night and stuff, sometimes just me and the baby, so I just wanted to go to some place a whole lot quicker. So, but I did not sleep on the side. I kind of slept in the middle, and there's three of us in the bed because I got the baby in the bed with us. The best part was that it was closest to my parents' house. My father does lift, and he said that everyone who he drops off there says that it's bad. And that is basically a trucker stop. So let's go on to these pictures, okay? This picture right here, this is in the lobby area. This is actually the older gentleman who was eavesdropping on our conversation when I told him that the door went open. He was actually right here getting the coffee. This right there, yeah. So this is a disability room. Let me tell you something. They should be ashamed. It should be illegal to have a disability room that dirty. Why do people like that? The heater, the AC unit was so nasty. Like it never been cleaned. And a lot of people that's of course disabled, they have to be in wheelchairs and stuff like that. They're not able to, reach certain things. And so like everything that was like that level was just nasty. It was nasty. Like for real. Like it's just not right. So the disability room that we had actually didn't have a tub. It was like just a walk-in shower. Like it was all basically one level. Yeah, this is kind of, yeah, this looks like what it is. And so since everything else was dirty, I suspect that this probably was dirty too. Didn't even try it, didn't sit on nothing, didn't get too comfortable. Yeah, so this is, yeah, part of the disability room. Deluxe double room. Didn't have a double room. And I wouldn't put this on a Red Roof Inn. I would not say I'm never going to say the Red Roof Inn again. But I would never say the Red Roof Inn in Independence, Ohio anymore. Like never. These are the lamps that I'm talking about that was dirty. And both rooms were dirty. This is the lobby area. Okay, so this looks like our second room. This is how the setup was in our second room. Our second room was actually like a business executive room. It was no longer a disability room. No, I'm sorry. So for this room, I spent $342, I believe, for 5 nights. And yeah, I won't stay there anymore. Even if I got to go back to Streetsboro, that room is still cleaner. The fact that this hotel was that dirty, and we're in a pandemic, like it's just so unacceptable. Did I tell y'all that the first room had an envelope on it from the maid? I'm guessing maybe she left it for the last people, and she's like, oh, this is for the great service that I do. She wanted tips. The last person left it there. And then whoever supposedly cleaned the room after that left it there too. Okay? That should tell you what they thought about her service. It was disgusting.